So, starting this off a little different, we're gonna do an outdoor unboxing. My future is not that bright, so I'm gonna take off these shades. All right, so it's not your standard that I do, but I've got the Raptor here, and there's something in the bed that I figured, why not do an unboxing outside? I don't know if you all seen the PackTor, as I like to jokingly call it, my 2013 Raptor. We've got some box tainers. That's right, and because I am local in Columbus, these are Ohio Power Tool shipping label-less box tainers. What's in this one? Well, you all saw me build the PackOut bracketed bed adapter. So this is something I've wanted to put in a while, but they've gotten so popular that I've had to wait. But I got this hardline. Let's use it. What's in the box? Oh, you're gonna get a peekaboo. What's in there? What is in there? Oh, yeah. It is uno mas. Crate one. Don't look in there yet. There's some surprises in that one. But when they told me the two came in a box, I said, no, don't open it. Don't take one. I'll buy two. So there we go. Now, I've got a way to put, for general day-to-day stuff, if I want to throw groceries or any of that in the bed of the truck and not tools, or not fill my packouts up, I've got them in there. But that's where they're staying. If I need to double stack, or I need to lock something else down. And if you look at that, they fit under the bed liner, the tonneau cover. So, score. Thank you, Ohio Power Tool. I mean, I paid for it, but thanks for being local, and thanks for having what I need. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna take the rest of this in, and I'm gonna show you what else I've got. So come on along with me. Let's go. Welcome to the shop again. All right, let me go get that other box. Man, it's nice when I've got the minions to help carry stuff. I had to do it all myself. So, welcome again. Start outside. Oh, something orange over there. But, wanted to go over a few things. I'm not going to talk a lot in this video about it, but I'm going to give you a little teaser. So check out for my next video on the 101 Shockwave bit set that was sort of a joke that Milwaukee came out with. Like, hey, look at this. It comes with bits and it's a PackOut. Everyone that loves Milwaukee said, yay, great. 101, if you figure the price of it plus the PackOut, it's not a terrible deal. But it has like no organization. And, well, you all know that's what I like to do. So I'm gonna show you in another video, a little special that we're gonna do for a PackOut. You can buy the PackOut from me now. It'll come with the 101 bit set, and it'll come with 3 bins. And I'm gonna have 2 options to where you have 3 bins and 7 bit holders, and then that's like 90 bucks, something like that. And then we're gonna have the 3 bins and I think it's 13 bit holders, which will do all 101 pieces, and it'll all fit in one PackOut. So watch out for that. Otherwise, let's get on to unboxing some of this stuff, see the cool things that I've been doing, and maybe I'll show you some of the fun stuff that my kids decided to get me for Christmas. My wife doesn't buy me Milwaukee stuff because I just buy it anyway. So yeah, let's move on to that. All right, well, we're back to the workbench. So 101 bit set. This is expensive to ship to Canada. Don't ask. Not that you asked, but yeah. So you'll see these for something. But let's go ahead and get them out of the box. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. That's mine. Let's just put it over here. All right, well, my kids know me way too well, so they decided whatever I get for Christmas, it should be red. Anti-fog, I was complaining. Julia, my oldest, said, I had to get you the anti-fog. Electrician, insulated screwdrivers, gotta love it. I've actually been thinking about getting a set of these for myself for a while. I like these precision screwdrivers that have the bigger handles and a little spot right there where when you twist it, your hand rests on it. I like it when it's got a little call out, so when you're looking in your tool bag, which I do have the 15-inch PackOut bags, I love them, you can see exactly what you're gonna pull out. So that's nice, so good kids. My son was like, you need another tape measure, and I wanted to get you a big one. So I'm excited. I busted one of these that was just a basic brand. And of course, ink saws, you can't go wrong. But I don't know if you saw some of my past ones. I wanted to do a Kaizen foam for my jigsaws. And somewhere over here, it is. And I did one myself, and I really didn't like the way it worked without the Kaizen foam. And I didn't want to go cutting foam. So that says Craig, not Jig. I've got one that says Jig. Let me find that one. I'll show you what I do and I don't like about it. Alright, jigsaw case. This is the actual case. So, I know this is the wrong color, but I love this old corded Bosch. This thing is a workhorse, had it repaired. When it was broken, I think my dad used it to cut concrete backer board. So yeah, it ruined it, I thought, and we took it, I think it was to Ohio Power Tool. I don't remember who serviced it. I know they've serviced Bosch, Milwaukee, you name it. And they brought it back and the thing worked great. It's corded, and you know, if your batteries die and you have a corded, or you're doing a ton, you really can't beat it. It's strong. But I didn't want to make it permanent for this guy, which is the non-fuel jigsaw D handle, if you want to call it a certain style. I already have one, and if you look at the height difference on these two, all right, it's higher, your handle is up higher, not just this mass, but on this one, even where you squeeze is lower. The blade change on this has gotten a little antiquated. The way that you blade change now, by just pulling this lever, is definitely easier. But I've barely used this thing. I've probably used it 4 times. I still get the corded one out. I don't like this, and honestly, if I had bought this one as a barrel grip, I would have probably never got another one. But, you know, M18 platform, cordless, you gotta love it. So I was never thrilled with this in my local Home Depot, where I bought this one. I think my kids got it for Father's Day. It was nice, and I still have all the accessories, but I've honestly thought to myself, I'm just gonna sell it and get one. So when I made this case, I just used Harbor Freight Workout, which you can see how much little working out I'm doing. But that's changing, so follow along. I'm gonna do some diary stuff of that, to where you can see me not hopefully be fat. But I figure you're gonna use something like this when you might use a jigsaw, so I thought, hey, I'll make this case. So I went ahead and took some of these workout mats and cut these stupid, you couldn't get the right size out of it without wasting a whole sheet, so I did it in parts. And it really doesn't do anything good. Like if you lift this case up sideways, everything goes out of its place. So this was an epic fail in my mind. But I did design it to where it would fit either the Bosch or the Milwaukee. And I like that, and I'm thinking, okay, I'll probably make the other one do the same thing, or I might just put both jigsaws in here. But honestly, this guy's gotta go. So I will actually sell this, so if anyone's interested, message me. So I said to myself, I'm not going to cut the foam permanently because I don't like that saw anyways. But I had a dream, and I thought I want to get the barrel grip. I don't have the barrel grip in the Bosch. I don't have the barrel grip in the Milwaukee. Get the barrel grip. So I bought the barrel grip. That was my own Christmas present. So, hold on a second here. It's now that it's been in here, I'm getting a little, and honestly this is annoying me because it is not dark. All right, so let's take a look. So this guy, seeing as that they've only got one barrel grip model, they went ahead and made it a fuel. And this is the first time I'm opening it. I didn't like pre-open it. I've had it sitting here since right after Christmas, and I've just been busy with work. Oh, I am so already just holding it. So if you do coping, which I know some of my followers that are older gentlemen and women know what I'm talking about. I know most people just half-ass their baseboards. But if you want to cope, barrel grip, you can get this plate that goes on the bottom of this that gives you sort of an apex, a peak, a smaller footprint so that you can have this in your hand like this, and you can just run the baseboard or the crown molding along that blade and get just a nice cut. So I'm excited because I'm looking at this. I love the way it feels already. Let's get this over here in the picture. Right? Look at the height difference. Okay? Look where the battery mounts. Let me grab a battery. I'll get a couple batteries. I'm gonna do the stupidly oversized battery. I'll get your XC50, and then we'll get a compact because that's what most people would probably use, I think, for something like this. So you put the compact in the non-fuel, not really insane, sticks off the back. It is gonna start changing, right? This is your moment. This is where your tool's gonna wanna pivot if you have weight back here. And of course, if you're going like that, this is where you pivot. This is one of the reasons why these aren't good, because anytime you have moment like this, your tool wants to rotate on that. So the closer your hand is to this, the less leverage you're gonna have, which is good on something like this because you wanna go forward, you don't wanna rotate. So this one, battery sticks down. Ooh, it's got a light that turns on automatically like that, okay? So feels good in the hand. I bet you this thing weighs, do I have a scale out here? I might, I'll look for that. I bet you this with the CP weighs as much as this, if not maybe a little lighter. But you can tell, like I said already, height is good. Let's look at bigger battery. 5.0. Okay, it doesn't want to flip it, that's good. 5.0 in this one. So still plenty of clearance now, and it doesn't want to tip it, so that's good as well. You're going to hold it like that, and you're going to counterbalance that. And with these, you will too, but you've got this weight in your wrist. 12.0. Yeah. So maybe this is the answer for this battery in this setup, is that this 12.0 is so heavy, and this tool, this D handle one, is so heavy that the two sort of counteract each other. And now when I hold that, I feel like I'm holding some type of weird demolition tool. That's obviously excessive. I don't know who would do that. So let's get this out of here. But I guess I just, inquiring minds do want to know. It's gonna fit. It's hilariously gonna fit. It looks like some weird thing that they found at the bottom of some trench in the ocean. So it fits. That's stupid. I wouldn't do that, but I wanted to see. So again, most likely I'm gonna run it like that. I like the way that looks. It has the same style. So interesting, on this one, it's plastic. And on this one, this lever is metal. I don't know. This is more expensive, this is less expensive. Why is this not metal? Don't know, not an engineer. I just stay at Holiday Inns. So speeds, I believe are on the side, and I believe this is sort of your oscillating, like your forward advance. Flashlight, cool. That's your little blow for, it sends a little puff of air to clean the area you're working with. With this one, so I've heard people complain about this start mechanism on this, right? On this saw, you just squeeze the trigger. On this saw, you've got sort of a safety. I don't know why it's called a safety. I mean, they don't want you to just push one and start the saw, right? You push the other one, it doesn't start the saw. Push one. But if you push them both at the same time, and the saw doesn't start. Okay, so what are we doing wrong? Hold, push and hold. Let's try that again. Off, push and hold. Okay, so push and hold. So you notice that it's running, right? I don't have a blade in it. Whereas this one, push, let go, it turns off. So you're constantly pushing. Gosh, listen to that. And that doesn't sound smooth. I like that. So on this one, it has your advanced, your forward oscillating type motion. But on this one, it has that as well, and it's speed adjust. So we've got more features, so that's good. It's nice to know that you spend this much money. I think this is like 200, I think that's like 150 or 129. So it's nice to know that. It comes with an anti-scuff plate. So like if you're working on something delicate, you can put that on. It has a removable base. It has a vac port. So I finally have another tool that I can use my vac pack. So that's nice. So if you're working in someone's house and you don't have your area masked off, which you should, you've got that. So there's a shield for the front that is going to help you in your dust collection, because you can snap that shield on there. Keep your dust where you need to be. This clip, I don't know what it is for yet, and I don't like using directions. It's got another clip here, and that slides down in there. That is to get you even more dust control. So when you go ahead and do all of this together, you're not going to get an ounce of dirt anywhere. Right. But they have to try. You know, OSHA, HIPAA, NAACP, all those letters and vowels and things like that. You gotta put tags and dust ports on everything. Oh, and look at this. We have one blade. It's a super tough bimetal, so, you know, can't complain. So I like the feel. I like the way this is going to be. This is going to end up being, in this case, somehow. Probably going to have to change the way it works, but that's fine, especially because I have the oscillating tool in here as well. And I can guess that it's not going to fit that way. So I'll probably reconfigure it to run this way, which will then also give me room for this. So I'm guessing I'm not going to configure this to work with my Bosch, but we'll go over that. We'll see. I love the videos. I love watching, which I know it sounds crazy to watch other people do work. Live vicariously through them, I guess. I think it's nice to watch when people do the Kaizen foams, because it gives you ideas on how to put your tools. I, for one, am a fan of trying to get the tool in here as tight to everything as possible so that you've got room to put as much in here. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a massive case and one tool in the center. Place that I used to work for, we did clean rooms, we did stuff at Samsung, stuff at Intel, and these guys' toolkits were meticulous. One, you don't want to have a socket or a wrench resting on top of an overhead rail, and you look down in your case, and it's just a mess. You don't know if you've got everything in your case or not, and you leave the job. Robot starts running down the line, runs into a wrench. Let's just say it doesn't hurt anybody, and it just jams up, you know, $1 million robot. Well, you know, that sucks. Of course, the other option is it runs down the line, knocks the wrench off, hits somebody, and now you have that little thing on the wall that says day since people hurt, and it says 0. So we don't want that. So keeping your tools organized is obviously one of the things I love. If you guys have watched any of my stuff, I totally get that there's the haters and the non-believers. That's fine, don't believe it. This case, if you take all of the foam out and you just cram it full of tools, I've seen posts on Instagram things where these things have fallen off the back of people's trucks and saved their tools. So yeah, they're useful just as they are. You want to put foam in it, more power to you. I'm going to have it, and I'm going to have these things where I'll put all my accessories in them. I'm actually hoping to find a way to put some of the 3D printed T-shank jigsaw holders inside of one of these, but we'll see if I can actually get that to happen. I'm not, you know, the world's not going to end if I don't move on to that right away. But as of right now, the goal will be to get that and the oscillating probably in this case. I think it's going to look good. I think it's going to be clean. I think it's going to keep the investment. That's the other thing, right? So some of us don't get these tools for free. I spent my own money on this tool, and I appreciate that Ohio Power Tools local, and Ohio Power Tools tries to help us out and get us deals. But I spent a lot of my money on most of these tools, and when I think about it, I want my tools to last as long as I'm going to need them. So if I just treat them like crap, throw them in a case, and they get screwed up, then what's the point? Why did I buy a nice tool? I'm just going to go get a Ryobi or something like that. And there's nothing to be said that, you know, you can't buy tools like that, but if I'm cutting something like, if I'm doing some scroll work and I'm trying to cut out, say I'm building a sleigh for a customer, and you know, I've got some ornate scroll work on it, and I want the edge to be square to the face. Cheap jigsaw, they never cut well. They always do crappy work, and if they do, they don't last. An expensive jigsaw, you get what you pay for. That's really all I'm saying. So this is just another step, I think, into having tool nirvana. It'll stay pretty good condition. It'll stay clean looking, but that's what I like. So that's sort of my plan. What am I going to do next? So a couple people have asked, and I said it in the beginning, for will I sell packouts that are fully loaded? I'm not going to move full onto it, but I'm going to make a separate video here. I'm going to end this one in a little bit, but what I'm going to do is check for that video. It's going to be, and this is where I'm going to give you a preview, right? Let's see. This Shockwave bit set, okay, along with 3 printed bins, and then I'm going to have 2 options for how many of these little bits you can get in it. I'm going to do a whole separate video. It's going to be posted sometime around the same time as this, but it's basically going to be me taking a pack out just like this. I'm going to take this pack out, and I'm going to put it, I'm going to take it apart, I'm going to pull all the bits out, I'm going to put it in here. And then I want to get your guys' opinion, because we've got a couple options. We can ship this thing with the bins in a box like this, and you can get an unopened setup, and here you go, you can build it. Or we can save a little bit of money, and we'll take out the numerous plastic bins that we all have laying around if we've customized our pack out. We can take that out, and we can put them in here, and we can put your bits in here, and it's a thinner profile. It'll cost you less to ship. So let me know, comment on this video, or find the other video and comment and let me know. But I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the love on the channel. I love it when you guys ask questions. and I love innovating. I love taking stuff that everyone else here on Instagram and YouTube has done. Brian over at Kaizen Foam, I love the Kaizen Foam stuff. I love making things cleaner and better looking. I love the designs that Electron Smith and other people on Instagram, Facebook, Thingiverse have done for the Packout options. Again, always check my stuff. Check out my site, store.jacoball.com. I don't have just Packout options. I have stuff for TSTAK. I have stuff for the Milwaukee Packout feet, the Packout hangers. You see over there, this is a wall bracket that works on Packouts or these new crates. And they're the same one that have been out. I have those available. Nice way to hang your crate. It's not gonna hold as much as probably the crate can hold. We print them at a higher density. So if you fill that thing up with batteries or bowling balls, I'm sure you can break the brackets. But if you're doing plumbing fittings, I've put a dog in it. It's pretty stout. So you definitely can load it. I just wouldn't recommend you like using it as your heaviest option. But again, I was saying, I just like all that the community has done, and you can see the things that I have, and I've pretty much tried to bring it all together in a place. I've got a group on Facebook, Packout Hangout and Organization Nation. It is not just a Milwaukee snob place. We have stuff for the Packouts, the T-Stacks, the Versastacks. We're looking at some other options. Somebody asked me if I could do Bosch ones, and I was, just check Benjamin Johnson on Thingiverse, Electron Smith on Instagram. I checked him out. He's got bit holders for Bosch cases. If you guys want stuff like that, I can certainly add it. If we get enough people interested in it, I'll put it onto the store. I'm trying to think what else. I shouldn't think what else. What I should do is thank you all. Look out, or keep our heads out, whatever the expression is. Keep your eyes open. Check that you come back for the channel and look for my video of how I'm going to build this. I'm going to do a couple formats, one on Instagram, one on Facebook type combo, and then the YouTubes of how you can get one of these. Any other questions, comment, do that whole like, subscribe, share junk. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate it. Have a good one. Oh yeah, don't forget, pack out! Have a good one.